Hello, and welcome back to our playthrough of Planescape Torment. So
All right.
let's look at the quest we have. We have the one for find Yahail Helia Haley for Craddock. I feel like I'm kind of getting easily distracted here. Alright, we have basically the murder contract for Sevtai, Nestor's Fork. So there was something, I don't know where it's at, but there was something about the Ragpickers den where we could look for Feyrod and try to find the journal. And I really feel like I should, before going off and doing any of these other quests, I kind of feel like I should go back to this northwest portion because that seems like the natural place to go instead of running all over. So let's explore,
I'm gone.
and eventually we're going to have to deal with this Abishai that I pissed off. One ear. See, there's a collector. Let's talk to One Ear. You see a shady-looking fellow standing before you, picking his teeth with what appears to be a tiny metal fork. His chest is covered by patchwork armor, adorned with large spikes, and a long knife hangs at his side. You notice he is missing an ear. Greetings.
Updated my journal.
Regards you coolly from the shadows, as if sizing you up. I said greetings. What's the matter? Your other ear not working? What? Oh. The one-eared tiefling scowls at you threateningly. Pike off, Burke, or I'll have your guts for garters. God. Oh. Oh! You wouldn't have happened to have lost an ear while robbing an old man here in the hive. I don't know what you're talking about, Burke. He glares at you angrily. Now I suggest you get your mangled carcass out of my sight before I carve my name into you. Certainly. Just give me the fork you stole from him and I'll be on my way. With a flashy movement, too quick to follow, he whips his knife from its sheath and begins waving it menacingly before you. Why don't you come and take it from me, Burke? Why don't you put the blade away before you get hurt? Sure do have a sharp tongue, Burke. I think we'll cut it out and feed it to you. He lunges at you with a knife, leading. Okay, defend yourself. Come on, Mort. There you go.
I'm gone.
Yep, there's the fork. High quality stiletto. Alright, we got the guy's fork. Let's go give it back. Well, you know what? Hang on. Let's go, since we're at the Ragpicker Square, because we're going to run to the Abishai again. Let's go in here, see if we could talk to somebody.
This is
I'm
probably
gone.
the worst place we can be in Sigil at the worst time.
Is it? You know what? I'm going to take Mort's advice. I'm going to take his advice. We're going to get out of here for now. We'll go rest. We'll turn in the fork.
All right.
And then we'll go rest. And then we'll head back there. And we'll try to get some answers about my journal and about Feyrod. What do you want, Mar? Your first impression of Mar is that he needs a long bath, preferably away from any creature that has any sense of smell. You can almost see the stench waft from his body in sinister yellow tendrils. Gross. He motions towards you frantically in an effort to get you to come over and talk to him. Approach this person and hear what he has to say. A look of excitement crosses his face as you approach. Thank you for stopping. My name is Mar, and I have a favor to ask you. Okay, I'm listening. It is a matter of life and death. I must deliver this here box, or it'd be me head for sure. It is me bad luck that twisted me leg something fierce. So will you help me out by delivering this box for me? I'll deliver your box for you. Mar slowly takes out a small box within the recesses of his ragged clothing. For the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret cross his face, and then it's gone. As he looks at the box, he hands it. As he looks at you, and hands you the box. Jesus. For the briefest of moments, you see a look of regret come across his face, and then it's gone. As he looks at you and hands you the box. A slight shimmer surrounds the box as both you and Mar touch it. A sigh of relief is heard as Mar releases the box into your care. What now? Why are there dead whatever beetles that one guy was selling? Why is there a bunch of dead beetles around you? Is it because of this box? This be needing to be delivered to Kuatra. He can usually be found somewhere down in the southeastern section of the hive. Oh. At least he tried to say I didn't warn you. Whatever happens, don't open the box. And don't leave the hive with the box. Now be off with you.
Updated my journal.
Okay, I think I just screwed up. He just giggled as he ran off very quickly. Oh, Hive Thug wanted a piece.
Done.
Hey, I got your fork, brother. The old man stops his frantic pacing and glances at you nervously. Fork, fork, fork? Can't go home without my fork. Is this the fork you speak of? Nestor hastily snatches up the fork. My fork! My fork! Fork, fork, fork! He hops up and down excitedly, waving his fork back and forth as in an elaborate pattern above his head, as if he were performing some sort of ritual. Now I can go home. Farewell. Farewell, Nestor. Nestor turns to leave. As if struck with some afterthought, he turns back around and hands you a scrap of something soft and rubbery. A severed ear. Upon closer examination, you notice that there is an earring dangling from it. Let's pocket the earring and get rid of this nasty ear. All right. Plus 10% stealth skill bonus. All right. Oh, we didn't have to identify that. Well, all right. I mean, we're not a... Okay. So let's rest. Can I rest here? Can I just rest the party here? No. Is it daytime? Yes, it is. Oh boy,
Right.
Come on. Get out of here. Well, let's kill this guy quickly and then. Excellent. Copper earring. Alright. The Abishai didn't come after us.
Done.
The midwife's hut. Northwestern Sharegrave's Kip. Yellowfingers. Hello. This Weasley-looking fellow is skulking about the garbage like a tattered shadow. Seeing you and Mort, he beckons you. Sst. Hey. The skull. Where you get that skull, eh? Me skull it is. Give it back to me. Mort turns to the hiver. Pike off. Truth, go on, take the skull. No. This is not your skull. You call me a liar, eh? Skull's mine. Mine! He mumbles for a moment, rolling his eyes and darting. You the thief, spitting lies. I'll gut you. I wouldn't try it. The man glances at you, narrow-eyed. Suddenly, he attacks. Alright, meet his attack.
All right.
Let's do our tactic here. Feels cheesy. Good job, Mort.
I'm gone.
Rat bone. All right, let's go to the midwife's hut first, because I feel like that might have been a mistake. I don't know. Old Mebeth. Hello. Are you going to be a mean old woman too? This squat old woman looks like she has had all the color bled out of her. Everything from her hair to her shawl to her robe, all are shades of gray. The only splotches of color on her come from several strange herbs, which are tied to her belt by their stalks. The herbs make a strange swish when she moves like a broom. Greetings. The elderly woman turns and stares at you, and you notice the gray shades blanketing her body extend to her features as well. Her hair is wispy gray, and her eyes are like chips of granite. She frowns when she sees you. And you might be... I don't really know who I am. So you not know yourself, child? She squints, then points at your chest. Hard to piece together a man beneath all the tracery and scrawling scars, is it? Maybe. Who are you? With a sly cackle, she... Uh-oh. She's cackling? She a witch? I may have just completely overthought there. With a sly cackle, she wags her eyebrow. Have you not heard of old Mabeth, then? The midwife of the square? Have ye not now? She narrows her eyes, and her voice drops. Well, now have ye, for I be Mabeth. You're a midwife? What do you do?
Updated my journal.
I said bones right. Drive the cough out of the sick. Yank out squealing, stubborn babes. Mend cloaks, or a rag or two. Oh, okay. We have a bunch of rags, and clean rags, too. Make cures and herbs and other such. She squints at you, studying your scars. Be needing a cure or three, do you then? Cures? Aye. Ye be needing some cures to look at you. Do you want to buy some, do you? She glances at the scars covering your body again, and then shrugs. Too late to be asking for them, I think. Actually, we could use some healing. Mebeth nods. Very well then. She reaches for one of her dried herbs at her belt, snaps it off at the stalk, then grinds it in her calloused palms. Small wisps of dust and pollen arise from her hands, then mumbles to herself, then blows the dust into the air. Take a deep breath.
Updated my journal.
The gray pollen swirls around the room, blanketing you and your companions. You breathe deeply, and less than a moment later you feel strangely refreshed. Thanks, Mebeth. Before I go, I had some other questions for you. Do you know someone named Feyrod? Feyrod? Pah! You watch as Mebeth spits once, twice, 3 times, then follows it by making a semicircle over the heart. That gulp. Tiered? I guess that tired, turd. What should be one with the likes of him? I need to find him. Do you know where he is? He's not in Ragpickers Square, that much I can tell you. You need to find a way under the square to get to the turd spider's kip. She spits again. I'm trying to figure out this word. I'm just going to say turd. Even talking about him leaves a foul taste, does it? He's under the square? She jabs a finger at the floor. Aye, he's buried beneath these piles of trash, him and his boys, and a tough time you'd be have digging him out of his nest. She shakes her head. Let be. Let be, child. Look, I need to find him. How do I get down there?
Updated my journal.
Nebeth frowns and sighs. Hear tell, Feyrod's got a gate that leads to his nest somewhere here in the square. It's just a matter of finding it. You might want to ask some of the others, some who travel a bit more than old Mebeth. Alright, well, I had some other questions. I'm missing a journal. Do you know where one could be found? Mebeth thinks. I haven't seen one. If it's in the square, which I doubt, the folks don't traffic much with books and the like. It's most likely been sold or stolen. Was it something important to you then? A magic thingy? All glowing and sparkling with magics, eh? If so, might never see it again. Maybe not, but I had some other questions. What do you sell here? I sell rags and herbs and cures and charms and mixes and poultices and all that wash. She shrugs. Also, if you find a queer item you can't figure out, bring it to old Mammoth. No promises, child, but mayhap I can riddle out what it is. Can I see what you have to sell? Cranium rat charm. Huh. When the charm is consumed, the user gains a temporary increase to their okay. I see, look, it says you consume this too, but there's no way to consume it. At least not that I know of. Evokes blindness, okay. Charm of infinite recall. Lore skill is set to 100. While practicing, some mage students discover a means to condense and store knowledge into a charm form. This particular charm contains an entire resource library of the famed Charn School of Mages. Unfortunately, the effects of this charm are fleeting, and the user is rendered unintelligible for a short time. This charm can be used to identify unknown items that can only be used on the quick item menu on the world screen. After the charm is used, the user must then enter their inventory screen and right-click each item they want to identify. The charm will only allow the user to identify objects that are in his possession. The items in the other character's inventories cannot be identified. Okay. Bloodfly charm. Wait a minute. This particular bloodfly charm seems to hold the blood of a lesser fiend and Abishai in its food sack. When this paralyzed fly is consumed, the user heals a small amount of damage immediately and also gains the ability to regenerate for a certain period of time. Oh, that's cool. Silver ring. Let's not sell that just yet. Bronze ring. Copper earring, bronze ring, sell all that. Can't do anything with the bandages or these tasks. Nobody wants to buy those, huh? What is this? Aid.
All right.
Could I rest here? Okay. That's cool. Uh... Evoke strength. Okay. Allows you to carry more. Invokes raise dead. We can already do that. Had some questions for you. Ah, are you a witch? Mebeth scrutinizes you. I say not as to what I am and isn't, but what you might be wanting to know. So fool, bad for man. But what you be wanting to know, so fool, bad for that ye hound old woman barking. Oh my God, I'm not even gonna. I want to learn magic. Can you teach me? Oh, can you turn me into a wizard? Mabeth laughs. Pah, I'm no teacher. No school mistress. All set up to teach. Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought for a second maybe she could turn me into a wizard. Ugh. Anyway, I'm no teacher, no school mistress. All set up to teach like them in the big fest hall. I wonder if that's where I need to go. There's others somewhere, I'm sure, that'd spill the dark of it. You'd be wasting your time with old Mabeth. So you would. I don't agree. I think you have a lot to teach. Mabeth looks at you intently. Oh, I? Why do you want to learn such things? Because I may need it to solve the mystery of who I am. After a moment, Mabeth nods. The art may help, it may not, and you must not rely on it to solve all your problems. She sighs. Child, it's most likely the only thing. It's most like only going to add another chip to your pile of questions. I understand. Will you teach me? Come on, come on, come on. Ha! Maybe shakes your head. One should make songs rather than make magic. Songs have more beauty. Magic's been made dull, commonplace, soiled by the mob of people that that have tromped through it. Huh. She squints at you. I'll teach you, but first, you'll need to do some things for me. You hear? Like what? My legs aren't good for walking about Sigil, and there are errands I'd have you run. I need you to fetch me some herbs from the market. It's Spireward, easterly and southerly from here, and the hive market. Here's a sample. She takes a black seed from her coat and flicks it to you.
Updated my journal.
Examine the seed. You twist the black seed in your hand. As you do, you feel a small bite, then a drop of blood oozes from your thumb. There are tiny barbs on the seed, like teeth. Mabeth snorts. Careful with it. Show it to one of the fruit merchants in the market, and they'll know what herbs you seek. Okay.
All right.
Alright, so is she the one
All right.
who teaches you how to become a wizard? Let's go find out. Oh, let's find out in the next episode. So, time flies. Anyway, we'll pick it up in the next one, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one.